Hi and welcome to another video at booksgenie.ai. In this video I'm going to show you how you can use the latest updates to create puzzles, or let's say custom puzzles, using your own words, your own codes, and so on. So let's get started. First thing we need is to create a project, so I'm just going to go ahead and click on Create New Project. Then I will choose this pre-configuration here, which is a puzzle book, which is 6 by 9 inches. You can also go ahead and create a custom project from scratch. But for the sake of this demo, I'm just going to stick to the puzzle book here. Now I'm going to do like custom puzzles as the name of the project. I'm going to leave the page count to 120, but it doesn't really matter because you can always add and remove pages when you start the book. Click Next. This is basically a recap of all the different options that we selected, and this is the same options that you would select when you upload the book to Amazon KDP. Click on Create Project. The project is created and opened in our editor, as you can see. The first one is basically the cover being selected. The right hand, this is like the front of the book. This is basically the back of the book, and this is the spine of the book, if you're not familiar with Amazon KDP. And this rectangle here shows you where the barcode will be placed. All right, that's not the point of this book here. And yeah, by the way, if you are figuring out why this time it looks dark, because I'm actually using a dark mode, you can always toggle the dark mode on and off using this button here. So here, if I click this one, I'm back to the default. And then if I would like to be using dark mode, I just click on this button again and it's back to dark mode. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get started. As always, you need to go to the AI magic. So to create crossword puzzles, you can use the crossword puzzle. And now, as you can see, we have this new selection where you can choose to use AI to automatically generate the words based on a theme, which is the default. So if I select this option here and click on Next, then you are presented with a familiar screen on how to create crossword puzzles using nothing but AI. So here you just provide a theme if you have already a theme. Otherwise, you can also click on the button here to suggest the theme. So I'm going to click on Suggest Themes, and it will tell me, okay, these are like very popular kind of themes. So I'm just select this one. And yeah, for the word count, I'm going to leave it to 10. For the language, you can actually choose different languages. We support multiple languages here. For the sake of the demo, I'm going to stick to English. And here for the title template, it's going to be like crossword and then the number of the puzzle. This is like a variable that will be replaced. So you can also change the title if you want and use this counter as well. I'm going to leave this one as is and just click on Next. Now here we are being asked to select the pages where the puzzles would be placed. So I'm going to create 2 puzzles. That means I'm going to select, let's say, 3 pages. So I'm going to create 3 puzzles, okay? Because the number of puzzles is equal to the number of pages you selected. Now click on Next. And here we are at the solution step, which means we would like to select the pages where the solution of the puzzles will be placed. And in this case, we need to select 3 pages because we created 3 puzzles previously. So for the sake of this demo, I'm just gonna click on the following pages, but usually you put the solutions at the end of the book. So as you can see, as soon as I select 3, the button here gets activated so it can generate. If I select less than the required pages, you can see that this button is deactivated, so it cannot move forward. You have to select the same number of pages as the puzzles you created. Otherwise, you will have puzzles that do not have solutions, which is not what you want. So I'm gonna go ahead and select 6 again. And this time, as you can see, the button is activated. So I'm gonna click on Generate. Now the AI is going to generate the puzzles for me. Once that's done, as you can see, now I have my puzzles. This is the first puzzle on page number 1, page number 2. This is my second puzzle, and then I have the third puzzle as well. And solutions will be placed on the following pages. So this is the solution for puzzle number 1. As you can see, it's pretty filled. And then this is a solution for puzzle number 2. And this is a solution for puzzle number 3. This is pretty much how you can create crossword puzzles using booksgenie.ai using purely AI. But let's say now you have a specific crossword puzzles. You would like to use your own words and not let AI generate that for you. Similarly, now you can just go ahead again to the crossword puzzle here, click on it. And now instead of using the AI generator, we're going to use custom words. So we can, as you can see here, manually type our words or import a CSV. So I'm just going to click on next here. And this time you can see we don't have the AI prompt anymore, but we have the option to import a CSV. We also have the option to create a puzzle manually. So I would show you how you can actually use a CSV here, which is just a text file. And for that, you can also click on CSV template to actually download the template so that you know the format of the file. And I'm going to explain it shortly. I click on download and I'm just going to save it here. And then I'm just going to basically open it. So I have actually my file or the template open. So let me explain how this works. So the first line is basically the puzzle title, in this case, Ocean Life. And then the following lines are the puzzle words. In the crossword, you have basically the word, and then you put this colon, and then the hint for that specific word, right? So our first puzzle, which is this one, has basically 1, 2, 3, 4 words, right? And each word has a hint that is separated with this colon. Then to add a second puzzle, you basically leave a blank line to separate the puzzles, right? And then this is our second puzzle. The second puzzle, as you can see, starts with a title and then our words, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on, right? And all the words start with the word, colon, and then the hint for that specific word. Now, if I would like to create another puzzle, because now I have 2 puzzles, for example, just for the sake of this demo, I'm just gonna, let's say, copy, leave a blank line, and now this is my third puzzle, like title of the puzzle and then the words in the format of word, colon, the hint. All right, so I don't want to create a duplicate, so I'm just gonna remove this one here, and let's say save this file. Now that I have this file here, what you can do, this is your template, and you put your content in this format. You can just go ahead here and click on import CSV, right? And this is our crossword template that I just showed you. So you just click on open and voila, you can see that it automatically detected the 2 puzzles, right? So the first one, which is Ocean Life crossword, and the second one, which is Forest Animal. And you can actually still edit them, as you can see, and this is how you edit. This is the title, and then your content, again, every word is in a line, and the format is always word and colon, and then the hint. So you can also, let's say, add another word here, for example, my word, and then colon, and then this is the hint for my word, right? So we can still edit the content here. And as you can see, we have this check mark, which is green, which means that, okay, this is everything is good on this puzzle. You can also delete the puzzle if you don't want to, right? And now let's say the second one, similar, you can actually see all the words and you can also edit them. And now you can also manually add puzzles. If you don't want to use a CSV, you can just click on the add puzzle here. And then you can see we have to enter a title. And now you can see that I have this red here because, yeah, I have a title, but I don't have any words, right? So I'm just going to do, let's say, my puzzle. And then as soon as I start typing here, it should turn to green. So I'm going to do like word number 1, hint for my first word. And then I do the second word, for example, word number 2, and then hint for my second word, and so on. So this is how you can manually add these ones. Again, these words are not going to be forming like a complete puzzle. So I'm just showing you here for a demo. I'm just going to click on delete. This is how you can delete one of the puzzles. Okay. Now that you have all your puzzles here, you can continue your wizard by clicking on next. So then it's same process as before. We are at the puzzles and we need to select 2 pages because we have created 2 custom puzzles. So I'm going to select the first page and then the second page. And then I'm clicking on next. Again, we need to select the solutions for our puzzles. And in this time, I also need to select 2 solution pages. So I'm going to click number 9 and 10. And click on generate. Now, as you can see, if we go to our puzzles, these are the puzzles that we just created. And this is the title that has been used, which was on our CSV file. And this is our second puzzle being created. One thing to keep in mind, though, when you are doing manual crossword puzzles is that it is not a guarantee that all of the words will be used, because some of the words will not intersect, for example, and those words will not be used. And the algorithm will always try to basically use as much words as possible, but there is no guarantee that all of the words will be used. In this case, they are used, which is great. But again, just to keep in mind that it's not a guarantee that all of the words will be used. And again, these are the solutions that we just created, right? So this is a solution for our custom puzzles. And that's how you can create custom crossword puzzles using booksgenie.ai, using your own words and not AI generated words. All right, now I'm going to show you a similar way on how to create crossword, not crossword, but word search puzzles, right? Similarly, all of our tools are pretty simple and easy to use, and they are very familiar. Again, it's similar to what we have. You can either use AI generator to generate your word search puzzles, or you can use your custom words if you would like to. So for the AI generator, it's a similar interface. You click on next, you are presented with a way to provide a prompt, like a theme about your word search, or you can always use this handy button here to suggest you some of the popular themes as well. Similarly, you can select the number of words you would like to have, and then also like the language. And you can always customize the title of the puzzles here. And as you can see, counter is a variable. So you can change this word. And if you would like to have the counter next to the word, you can always use this counter variable here in this format. You type it exactly as it is. Click on next. Now we are being asked to select where we are going to place our puzzles. So I'm just going to leave these 2 pages blank here and then click on 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to create 3 word search puzzles. Then click on next. Now I'm being asked to select the pages where the solutions will be placed. So again, selected 3 puzzles. So I need 3 pages for the solution. For the sake of this demo, I'm just going to select the following pages, 1, 2, 3. And now I have the button activated, so I can generate my word search puzzles. So as you can see, now we are going to go here and you can see our puzzles being created. And these are the solutions where the words are being marked. Again, our word puzzles and all of our puzzles are all customizable. So if you select one of the puzzles, you can see that you have a lot of options here to customize the look and feel. This is not the goal of this demo. So if you are interested in how to customize it, check out our other videos. All right, so that's how you create word search puzzles using AI. But if you have a word list that you would like to use, similar, you go back to the word search puzzle. Now, instead of selecting AI generator, I'm going to select custom words and click on next. Similarly, as before, you are presented with this way to import a CSV template. For the word search puzzles, it's similar. I'm just going to download these crossword template. I'm going to call this one as word search. So this is a word search template. Click on save, and I'm just going to open it so that you see what's the format. Similar, the first line of the puzzle is basically the title for that puzzle, and the following lines are actually the words, right? So every word is on its own line. And then to separate multiple puzzles, you just create or leave a blank line, and then the second puzzle starts. This is the title, and then the following words are actually the words that we will be using, right? So once you have that, you can always just click on import and word search. This is the words that we have. And as you can see, it automatically again created the puzzles from the CSV. So you can open it again. You can still edit the content here if you would like to change things. This is the title, and this is also the second puzzle. Similarly to the previous one, you can always manually add puzzles. So I can just do here, and I'm going to do like this is a new puzzle, and this is word number 1, my second word. It's actually good to not have spaces and all, because yeah, otherwise it will not work properly. And yeah, this is how you can do it. So I'm just going to go and click on next then. And now I would like to select 3 pages because I have 3 custom puzzles that I just created. So I'm going to go and select page number 19, 20, 21, and then click on next. Now I am at the solutions step. So I'm going to select 3 pages for the solutions, and then the button activates and click on generate. Now we are generating our custom word search. As you can see now, this is a word search puzzle. This is a title that we've seen. And yeah, here also all the words that were added manually. And you can see that this is the other, or the second manually created. And this is the one that I just entered, and it has basically second word and word number 1. And these are the solutions for them as well. So this is pretty easy on how to create your custom word search puzzles using your own word list. The other updates or similar things that have been done to Cryptogram and Drop Quotes. So if I go ahead and click on Cryptogram here, you can see that we have the option to always use AI. So it will automatically generate the cryptogram using a theme, or we can now use the custom codes here. So for the AI, you can always just click on that, and similar interface. Now you basically just choose a theme, or you can just use this button to get a theme suggested for you. So I'm just going to use this one, for example. Then you can choose a difficulty from easy, medium, and hard. Language, you can always choose different language. So we have multiple languages here, and you can always customize the title of the template and also the cipher table. Click on next. Now you're also going to select where the puzzles will be placed. So in this case, I would like to create 3 cryptograms using AI. I'm going to select 1, 2, 3, and then click on next. Because I created 3 cryptograms, I would need 3 pages for the solution. So I select 1, 2, and 3 pages. The button activates, click on generate. This is as easy it can get when it comes to creating puzzle books using booksgenie.ai. Now here is our first cryptogram, and this is our cipher table, and this is basically our second cryptogram with a cipher table. And you see that we have some solutions already placed in because of the level that we selected. And this is our third one. And now this is the full solution for the first cryptogram with all the cipher table completed. And this is the second, and this is the third. Now let's say you would like to use your own custom codes instead of letting AI suggest stuff for you. Similar to what we saw previously, click on Cryptogram again. Instead of using the AI generator, now we can use custom codes. Select this option, and you are being presented with a similar interface, except that now here we still have the option to choose the level, the difficulty level. And then for the CSV, now we are going to use a different template because this is different requirements. So I'm going to always show you the format, and the format for the cryptogram is simply been accessible by using CSV template. So click on this one, and now you can see that we have code puzzle templates. So I'm going to save that one, and I will open it to just show you again similar format, right? So the first line is the title of the puzzle. The second line is the code, all right? And then the third line is basically the hint that you would like to provide. Then to separate multiple puzzles, you just add a blank line, and then this is the title for the second puzzle. This is the code for the second puzzle, and then this is the hint for the second puzzle. If I want to create another puzzle, I can just leave a blank line and then title of my puzzle, the code, for example, to be or not to be, that's the question, and then the hint here, you can just give my hint. All right, so now I have created these 3 puzzles. I'm going to save the file, and now I can just import that CSV file, which will import my puzzles. So I'm going to select Code Puzzles here, click on this one, and as you can see, it automatically shows you all the content of that file. So the first puzzle is this one. This is the title, this is the code, and this is the hint. And if I look at the second one, this is basically the title, the code, and then the hint. And this is the one that they just added, which was my title, my code, and then my hint. As always, you can also create puzzle manually by clicking on the Add Puzzle button here, and then you just enter the title, you enter the code, and then you enter the author. This is similar, so because this one it's empty, so you can see this red warning sign here. When it's valid, you can see this green check mark here, and always you can delete stuff that you don't want to. So I'm going to click on delete this one. Then I'm going to click on next, and I'm going to create my custom cryptograms by selecting the number of pages. I need basically 3 pages because I have 3 cryptograms, 2, 3. Click on next, and I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 for the solutions, and then click on generate. Now, if we go to our pages here, this is the first cryptogram that we created. This is the second custom cryptogram, and this is the third cryptogram that I just created. So you can see that we have here to be or not to be. That's the question. And then we have the second one, I think, therefore I am. And we have the third one, the only thing we have to be fair is fair. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. All right. The last thing that I want to show you when it comes to creating custom puzzles using your own words is the drop code. So drop code is similar to cryptograms. So you click on that, and then you are presented with either using AI. So I can click on this one. Similar, you choose a theme, or use this handy button to choose one of the famous ones, right? Language, you can always choose your language as well, and then you can customize the puzzle titles. Click on next, and now I'm gonna create like 3 drop codes and click on next. So I need now to select 3 pages for the solutions because I created 3 puzzles, right? The button activates, and then I click on generate. Now you can see our drop codes are being placed here, right? And these are the solutions for our drop codes. Again, just to recap, you can always customize the look and feel of the puzzles. They are fully editable, so feel free to check out the other videos where I explain how you can customize it or play around with the different options that you get here. All right, now this is how you can create using AI, basically. And if you would like to use your own custom codes, similar to what we saw previously, you just choose custom codes here, click on next. And now you are presented with a similar familiar interface. You can upload the CSV or use a custom template. So for drop codes and cryptograms, the template is similar. So I'm just not gonna repeat myself. So I'm just going to click import here, and I'm gonna import the code puzzle because it's the same format. And then you can see I have my 3 puzzles that I created. You can also edit them just like the others, and you can also manually add your puzzles here. And I'm going to delete this one because I don't know what to put there. And then click on next. Similarly, now I have to select 3 pages because I have 3 puzzles, where to place them. So I'm going to go to page number 43, 44, and 45, and then click on next. And then I'm going to select the solutions. I'm going to select 3 pages. I'm just going to click on this page, press on Shift, and click on the last one so that they can select a range of pages. Now the button is activated, so I'm just going to click on Generate. Now, if we go to our pages, you can see this is our custom title and the custom puzzle that I have. And as you can see, I have philosophy here and I have the famous quotes. And as before, we have the solutions and we have the stuff here as well, like the same solutions. That's pretty much how you can create puzzles or custom puzzles using booksgenie.ai. If you don't want to use AI, you can always use your custom words. And this is pretty simple and easy to use. I hope this video was useful. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.